All right. 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 2. It says, moreover, it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful. Moreover, it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful. Aren't we glad that our God is a faithful God? That's one of the things we boast about the most. God is faithful. He is a faithful God. It's an attribute of God that we appreciate, that we love, that He is a faithful God. Who likes unfaithful people? Where are you? You like it that your husband is unfaithful. Where are you? Oh, you appreciate your wife for being unfaithful. I want to see you. Where are you? How many of you in your business, you like people that's unfaithful? Where are you? We don't like it, but we are it sometimes. Unfaithful. And sometimes we don't even know that we are unfaithful until we are taught about what unfaithfulness is. One day, they asked Bishop Dag Hewitt Mills from Ghana, they asked him, the men you have with you are not always the most educated men, although he has some educated people with him. They are simple men. Why have you chosen them and not others who is in your ministry that's more educated? He said, these men have been with me from the beginning. They have proven their loyalty and faithfulness to me more than being educated. They have shown me that through my hardest times they stayed. They did not leave. So I can only work with people who are loyal, because loyal people help you build. Disloyal people break down what you are building. And so that's why if any man is going to build anything, you have to have faithfulness in it. And that's why God says it is required in stewards. We are all stewards of what God has entrusted to us. The number one thing God needs from you is faithfulness. You sing great, but if you are not faithful, it's not your talent that causes God to be moved by you in the ministry and to promote you and to excel you. He says it is required of you to be faithful. If He's given you a gift, if He's given you an anointing, He doesn't look for only when you use it. He looks how faithful you are by using that gift. If you just come here to sing once a month, you have a great voice, but you are not faithful for every service. And God promotes people through faithfulness. You might not be the greatest preacher. You might not have the greatest voice, but God will put you on platforms you've only dreamed of if you are a faithful person. A faithful person, this is what he is. A faithful person has no desire to promote himself under his leader. He promotes his leader. A faithful person will encourage others to love the church and the pastor. He will encourage others. A faithful person is constantly thinking of ways to help his pastor improve the church. He comes with ideas. Pastor, what do you think? And leaves it there. No pressure, pastor. This is an idea. A faithful person, the enemies of his leader becomes his enemies. You cannot be friends with the enemies of this church. You're an unfaithful person, but a faithful person, you will do that. Number 5, a faithful person wants his leader to know that he's a problem solver. I solve problems for you. I am not a problem. I solve problems. Where can I solve the next problem? It's never. That's a faithful person. And a faithful person, the words of his leader will never offend him. Never.